seen it, but I can say that I was on the committee a couple of years ago that changed the pricing that was in effect from the contract 9 years ago that was extended 3 years and 3 years. And we went to a sort of dedicated pricing where we weren't allowing the vendor to set pricing as much as, I believe we used Michigan State police pricing and said that this pricing was good throughout the state, that it might be good for the city of Taylor. And we took the additional step of adding in Taylor resident pricing, which was more favorable than the Michigan State pricing. So I welcome, I can speak for the other committee members. If not, they can correct me. They like doing that. Pricing is a big issue with the existing committee, and the plan never was to allow these companies to come in and give us a bid. The plan was to tell them what they were allowed to charge, and if they don't like it, they can go somewhere else.
Yeah, sure. Again, I don't want to get into too many of the details, but let me give you a for instance. Currently, if you're in an accident in the city of Taylor and the police department responds to it, we take everything to the current vendor's yard, which then accumulates additional fees. If the previous contract or agreement allowed residents to have their vehicle towed to their destination of their choice. So if they just had to have the vehicle towed to Taylor Ford, for example, that option was available unless it was under a police tow or an arrest tow. And in that case, it was considered an impound and processed accordingly. Today, we treat everything as if it's a police impound, and it does accumulate additional fees and consequences. What we're trying to do is build on something like that allows residents to have their vehicles transported to their location unless it's being held via the police department or a forfeiture or something to that extent. Those are the types of opportunities that we're looking at, corrective action and improvement. There's a lot of different things such as that this new RFP will include.
And it sounds like that's an improvement to the resident pricing, because one of the things that included was, I think the first 24 hours was free. So if you wanted to dump it at Taylor Ford, but they were closed and the tower couldn't leave it on the lot, you could still get it somewhere and not have to pay the first day. If we're going to build that in and everybody's got to either agree to it or not do it, I love that. I think it's a good idea.
And Madam Chair, so again, we'll highlight the changes. I think everyone will like the structure, but it will look very different. I'm just cautioning everybody that it'll be trimmed down and it will keep the residents' interest in mind. And you know, I don't want to sound like the towing committee did a good job. They looked at the capabilities. They looked at a lot of things that were important. We're just looking at it a little bit different based on the comparison and the matrix that we have now.
If there's no further discussion, may I hear all of those in favor say yes?
Yes.
Opposed, no? Motion carries. This brings us to the open meeting portion of our council meeting tonight. I would like to tell you once again that we hashed out this during the study session on Monday night, and you are welcome to attend and listen to these discussions. Sometimes they're pretty funny, actually. But I would like to ask council, do you have anything to discuss in open meeting tonight? Open business?
Madam Chair, I know we brought this up at the last meeting, but the study session, speaking of the study session, normally held on Mondays. The next Monday happens to fall on Halloween, so the next study session. So we are holding it Tuesday, November 1st, prior to the council meeting at 5:30 p.m. in the room next door. Also, absentee ballots are available for the election on November 8th. So if you need an absentee ballot, please come to the clerk's office. Normally we're open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Tuesday, November 1st, we will be open until 7 p.m. And then on Saturday, November 5th, every clerk's office in the state of Michigan is open from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. by state law. And you can get your absentees at that time.
Okay, I would like to thank a couple of people that have been waiting patiently. First, I would like to ask this gentleman right here in the blue plaid shirt. it.
Wrong shirt.
Right there in the front row. I missed a couple of, thank you, Michelle, open business items. Got a little ahead of myself. The first one is a motion to amend a CCR number 8.487-16 to read $3,238,827 of the August 16, 2016 council meeting. Yeah.
I make a motion.
Motion by Councilman Garza, supported by Councilwoman Croft. Is there any discussion?
Madam Chair? I don't, I apologize, I want to go over talking about. Madam Chair, did you want to go over it?
It's just through the chair, it's just an error when we made and move the minutes and we're changing it now.
Clerk errors, meeting minutes.
Yes.
And we're going to make them accurate to what the actual vote was.
Correct.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? No need for a break, right? All in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. One more, sir, and I'll be from Red Diego. May I have a motion to approve printing and mailing charges from Centron Publishing related to notifying Taylor residents of the public hearing to determine costs of the streetlight districts. Motion to approve.
Support.
Motion by Councilman Cox, supported by Councilman Garza. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed, no. Motion carries. Before I let you go, one more little thing. I'd like Mr. Murphy to come back up. He went and looked into his office to clarify Councilman Johnson's question about if you have a 4-foot lot, 40-foot lot, and you have the average cost to a homeowner.
Madam Chair, Mayor's Office, Councilman Johnson, there was an 80-foot lot in a residential subdivision, District 702, and they last year paid $33.12 for their street lighting. This year with the cost of DTE, they'll be paying $34.93, roughly a 5% increase from the prior year.
$34 was the amount charged for the entire year.
Annually, correct.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Murphy. Now, your turn.
You guys gotta forgive me, I've lived in Taylor for 30 years, this is the first time I've been here. One of the reasons this brought me here tonight is very discouraged. Back when the housing market crashed and a lot of houses had to go up for sale for $10,000, $12,000, we all saw that in our neighborhoods. There was a house purchased next door to my house for $12,000. This was 3 years ago. The person moved in, started working on the house. For the last year and a half, nothing has been done to the house. It has a blue tarp for a roof. Everything that came from inside the house went in the backyard and was buried in the backyard. Dug a 12-foot hole, everything got thrown in the hole. There's no running water. They do have electricity. There's no drywall in the house. It's nothing but the 2x4 studs. This person's been in this house for the last 3 years with no occupancy permit. I've started calling the city about January. I've probably made 9 to 12 calls. I have gotten absolutely nowhere with this house. I'm sure if anybody moved into a house next year and your house value dropped, I probably couldn't get 10 grand for my house because I sit next door to this house. My question is, how can somebody be in this house with an occupancy permit? And what are the steps so this doesn't happen?
Madam Chair, the gentleman right here in the end is the Director of Public Services. If you would exchange information with him, he can come out, we can send an inspector out, evaluate what's happening, what are the circumstances, is it a dangerous building structure, can that avenue be pursued, why are they there, we can begin that process. But I would put you in touch with him and begin that evaluation process. We can have somebody come out tomorrow.
I really appreciate that. Right now, they're running electric heat all winter long. It is a danger. There is a 10-year-old boy that's in this house now that wasn't in the beginning. This boy screamed help for an hour and a half last night. My wife called the police at 6:10. The police showed up at 7:30. I almost myself knocked in the door to go and see what was wrong at this point. My wife walked over to the house and said, "Open the door. What is going on?" If you don't answer, open the door, I'm going to call the police. No answer. Police shows up at 7:30. Now they're all quiet. Still in the house. My wife went to bed crying last night because we don't know if this boy's hurt or not.
Madam Chair, that is another issue that we take very seriously. The police chief is in the back. Chief, if you could raise your hand, if you could see her right there. Regardless of what's happening, you should complete that report with her so that can be evaluated and an investigation completed.
Yeah, okay. Well, I just need to know the right person to go to because evidently calling customer service has got me absolutely nowhere.
Well, Madam Chair, that would be an emergency call. You want to call just the police department on that, something like that.
Very good. And I will, before you leave.